Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well and doing fine. And let's start with the reading. So, the topic of my reading is what does your enemy or what do your enemies think of you? Anyone who could have done you wrong, how do they view you? How do they perceive you now? What are they thinking about you? Let's try to do this reading. Okay, this is group number 1 and this is group number 2, right? I have only two groups so that I could just uh, be more precise on them. Remember, group number 1 and then group number 2. Okay, so let's start with the reading. I put this aside. Let's start with group number 1. Okay, what does your enemy think of you? It could be anyone, like who has done you wrong or who hates you or something like that, right? What does group number 1's enemy think of them? Let's see this card. These two cards are coming. Okay, first of all we have the Queen of Cups, right? And then we have the Justice card. Okay, from the start I am seeing that somewhere inside they think that you're a soft person, and maybe they wronged you, right? They know that they have wronged you, they know that they have harmed you, maybe even harmed your reputation in some way, but they think that group 1 knows, and group 1 thinks that they are the enemy, right? And they have done some wrong things to them. um, okay, this could be an ex for some of you, right? Or maybe someone who is a soulmate. Soulmates aren't always romantic connections, but there are some people, this could be an ex friend as well. But the thing here is that you two shared some secrets even, or they feel like they know a lot about you, they know your secrets. Somehow I feel like they don't have that much hatred for you. I am seeing that they understand why you are angry with them, or why you hate them, or why, like, they know that you think they have wronged you. Okay, and let's pull out another card, and we have this Eight of Swords. Okay, there is this thing that maybe this person tried limiting you, or maybe this person tried to control you or control the information around you, and you maybe you left them, right? You The Justice card can sometimes be taken as a divorce card. Maybe you separated from them, and then they are thinking, like, you two had a connection, and you two could have been, like, there could have been more in the picture. And I am seeing that they acknowledge the fact that they trapped you, or maybe they were dishonest with you, or they gave you the wrong information, or maybe they played with your feelings, like that. And I am seeing that they understand it. Let's pull out some more cards. What does group number uh, 1's enemy think of them? Okay, then we have the Strength card. Okay, um, okay, and what does group number 1's enemy think of them? And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you made a choice to be brave, you made a choice to be true to yourself. When you left this person, or when you cut off this person, or maybe blocked them from your life or something, or when you left them, etc., they knew it that you made a choice, and this was final. At first they could not accept it. They were like, I am just so great, why would anyone discard me, or why would anyone just leave me? But here we see that you are, now what they see, you. They see that you are moving on with your life, you're doing your life's work, you're spending your life, and from this I'm seeing that they are actually keeping an eye on you, they're keeping tabs about you, they think about you. Yes, they think about you, and they can see you, they think, and they see that you're moving on about with your life and you're doing your thing, you're shining. The person that was once caged by them, or was once confined by them in some way, is now free and living their life, and living a good life, right? This is what I'm seeing up till now. There was this element of regret as well, but it was not that much, that this person isn't admitting it that much. But I am seeing that at the back of their head there is this thing about, thinking that I know that I did wrong to them. They're trying to justify themselves, but they are also admitting the fact that they have done wrong to you, and they accept it that, you left because you felt wrong and you had enough from this situation, right? And you cut them off for the same reason. Is there anything we would want to know about group number one's enemy, what they think about group number one? Okay, polarity. What I get from this card here is that, this person, yes, this person hates you, but this person also respects you for some reason. Like, maybe they respect that courage or that strength in you that you gathered in order to leave them. You never backed down in front of this person. And we have possibility, this person sometimes thinks that if they will meet you again, maybe they would like to correct something. There is, at the back of the deck, there is this thing, there is this card called hope. They are kind of hopeful about the situation, that maybe, group number one will understand their perspective, that, they were forced to do this, or like they're kind of making excuses about the whole situation, right? And looking from this, I would actually advise you, group number one, to never be around them because I feel this self-righteous energy. I feel like, this person has this thing in their mind that I'm even if I did wrong to them, I was still right? I had my reasons to be wrong to them. Or, yeah, I know I did bad to them, but I was also in a tight situation and I had to do that. And it's just very weird, like the way people justify doing wrong to a person. Let's see what group number one's enemy thinks about them. Okay, we have Mother Earth. Okay, I'm getting it. And High Priestess, right? Okay, they have, I think, in the past, maybe you were very lenient, right? In the past you were lenient, or maybe you were not that confrontational. You had that kind of a forgiving vibe. Like, I think you guys are those people who other people take for granted, and when they do bad to you and then you cut them off, then those people are like crying to get you back, or maybe crying on their actions. Your aura is like, you're a very forgiving person, or maybe somebody who will, who will not respond to any weird behavior from others, stuff like that. So what I am seeing is that they took you for granted. They thought that you would not say anything to their buffoonery, and you will just let things happen and just be quiet. When you just, showed your strength in this situation, it actually made them think that I have messed up real bad, right? low key they are scared of you. This is why I am also seeing that somewhere deep inside they feel threatened by you, because you are a very, you seem like a very a person who has a lot of uh, I don't know how to use this, somebody who has a lot of substance in them, right? This is what I'm getting. So, group number one, that was your reading, and I hope you guys liked it and took benefit from it. Remember, take it however it resonates and leave the rest, right? This is how you like, because this reading is for different people, so just take whatever resonates, right? So let's move on to group number two. Let's start the reading for them. Okay, group number two, what does, oh my god, this tower fell out, but I'm just going to, okay, group number two, what does your enemy, or what do your enemies think of you? What does the enemy of group number one think about them? Okay, we have the Hierophant card here. Okay, I'm hearing this. We have the Three of Cups as well. La ra 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 ra. I don't know what this song is about. I haven't heard it, but I'm just hearing it. La ra 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 ra. I don't know if it can click in some memory regarding this person. Okay, what does group number two's enemy think of them? Review them, or okay, we have the Nine of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, this person might be okay, this person might be a colleague, okay, and if not a colleague, like by colleague I don't mean a work situation. It could be like, your sister-in-law or your brother-in-law kind of stuff, like somebody on almost the equal footing as you. What I'm seeing is that they are thinking that, you used to be very friendly and you used to be very jolly and joyful, but you just turned like you're being very defensive, and they cannot like accept the fact that they have wronged you. Let me just see, how does group number two, does enemy view themselves in the relationship with group number two and this person? Okay, they view themselves as a very, very, I was a very caring person, I just did so much for them. Okay, what I am getting here is that, like, this person thinks that you owe them, and if they misbehave or if they did anything wrong to you, it doesn't matter because they have done so much for you. This is what they are feeding. I am getting somewhat of a narcissistic behavior, like a person who thinks that they can never do wrong and everybody around them is wrong. I am getting this sort of energy from this person, and this person thinks that group number two acts all morally correct, and group number two acts all nice and kind hearted, and all that good like stuff, but they think that you are also not perfect, and if you can make a mistake, so can they, so it's not a big deal. Like they're trying to even gaslight themselves into believing that they didn't do anything wrong. Let's see how group number two's enemy views group number two. Okay, they think that maybe you are the one who takes things out of context or out of proportion. You are the one who is like that like who is making a great fuss out of the situation. Maybe there was an argument, maybe there was something like that, but they think, like, it could be also be a parent, but they're like, what did I do, right? In there was a cartoon when I was young, it aired on Cartoon Network, and its name was Courage the Cowardly Dog. In that cartoon, there was an old guy who used to scare a little puppy, and then when the puppy was scared and the old guy was laughing, his wife, the old woman, used to smash something on his head, and then he used to say, what did I do, so it's like that energy, like I can't do anything wrong, it's always the other people. And I was also trying to match their energy, and if I said anything, they should just take it lightly, they should just not think about the situation and let bygones be bygones, and bury the past. And this is how they think others. Okay, if somebody wronged them, they would think about it 100 or 1000 times, but if they wronged somebody else, it's not a crime to begin with, it's nothing, and the other person should forget about it. Okay, and then we have the Lovers. Oh my god, I need to clarify it. Why is the Lovers card over here? Oh my god, the Tower card. Okay, maybe you could be an ex, or maybe you could mean to them in some um, legal way. You could be related to them, right, in the past. And yes, they totally ruined everything, but they're like, no, I did so much for them, I did so much. This is constantly in their mind, and they rewind this story to themselves all the time, that I did so much for group number 2, I was always there for them, or maybe I thought so much for them, or maybe I was mean to them because I wanted to show them that the world isn't nice all the time. I was training them. Like, they're making excuses, and they're like saying that group number 2 has deceived them, or maybe group number 2 has betrayed them. Like, I don't know, like there are a lot of excuses coming here as I am channeling these messages, and it's like one after the other, that it wasn't my fault, it wasn't my fault, it was their fault, it was their fault. Like, it's this weird annoying energy that I'm getting from group number 2 is enemy. And it's just very weird, right? It's just very annoying as well. So what does group number 2's enemy think about group number 2? What does your enemy think about group number 2? Okay, we have freedom. Okay. This is now very clear. This whole these 3 cards. I'll just pull out one more card, and I'll start. We have delight. Okay, maybe you've moved on, right? You've you're fed up with everything what happened in the past. You're like, get off, like get the F off of here, or like you're like, I'm going, okay, I don't care whatever happens, I don't care if the city burns or whatever, just leave me alone. You sought your freedom, you cut the ties, you cut the connection. And there is also this thing that you even said certain words to this person before leaving, that you will regret it, and they're like, no, I will not ever regret it, and it was your mistake, etc, etc, and they're blaming you. But they're very angry at you for leaving them, or maybe also angry at you for thinking that group number 2's enemy is a bad person, and how dare you think of them as the bad person. And like, they're thinking like that, right? Then we have cycles and rhythms. This is a very important card. Like, it talks about like this, you're not the only person who has been a victim to this person. There have been other people before you and even after you who have been manipulated by this person, who have been like wronged by this person. And this is very this thing is very important, that they behave like this with everyone else. And there is this message for you in the end, that when you cut ties with this person, when you left this person, or maybe when you kind of distanced yourself from this situation, it was the beginning of a best life for you, and everything from that point onwards will be best for you, and things will move in a very good direction for you. And this person will always be dwelling on what they have done and what has happened, and they can never move past it, and you're ready to move on. I am seeing that this person will always stay in the past and keep on narrating this lie to themselves that I was good, I was good, I was good. And this person will never grow up. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. They're like a child on the inside, that they cannot hold themselves accountable, they can never be wrong. There's this narcissist slash golden child vibes coming from them. So that was my reading, group number 2. Hope you guys liked it, enjoyed it, and took benefit from it. Okay, I would like to say, please do like, share, and subscribe, guys. It means a lot to me, and it actually encourages me to make more similar content like this one. So take care, guys. Love you all. Goodbye. Take care.